we have a very special Easter brunch dish for you. This is called a German pancake. Some people also call it a Dutch baby. Your family is going to be very impressed by this pancake. I mean, it takes up an entire pan and is going to be lifting on the sides. It's really easy to make. So German pancakes may sound a bit complicated because they're going to fluff up in the oven, but let me tell you, the oven does all of the work. All we have to do is put the ingredients in a blender. But first, we are going to put a half a cup of butter in your pan, and this is going to be popped into a 400-degree oven. We just want it to melt so it covers all of the sides of the pan. So now that the butter is melting, we are going to put 1 1/3 cup of flour. Then we have 2 cups of milk. Then I'm going to crack 4 eggs, yes, 4, into the blender. Then we have 4 tablespoons of sugar. Give it a little bit of that extra sweetness. But something, a little secret ingredient that I add, we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I actually put a dash of almond extract in there as well. And then to balance all that sweetness that we have in, just a pinch of salt. So now we are going to pop this right on top of the blender and let the blender do the work. Okay, now that the pancake batter is all mixed, I'm going to grab the pan out of the oven to make sure the butter is completely melted. Okay, so what we are going to do is actually pour the batter on top of a metal spoon or spatula because we don't want the batter to splash all over the melted butter because let me tell you, that is going to be hot. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit about what we are seeing right now. So the butter is coming around all of the edges, but what that's going to do is make it nice and slick so that the pancake can form up the sides of this pan. So we are going to pop it back into that 400-degree oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. So what you're going to want is to see that pancake has lifted on the sides, but the middle is going to look like a crepe texture. So still a little bit thin, not quite as thick as our regular pancake, but I promise it's going to taste even better. Oh my goodness, you guys, would you look at this? We have the crispy edges that have come up the sides, and that middle is nice and jiggly, but still well cooked. So what I'm going to top it with, which I highly recommend, is actually some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Now I just make sure to squeeze it inside my hand so that I have all the seeds between my fingers. And then, because everybody loves powdered sugar, I'm just going to pour some right on top. Oh my, I think we gotta dig in. So I'm just going to cut myself a corner. Woo. Get this nice corner piece out. I mean, would you look at that? It is absolutely beautiful. So still going to get it fluffy. Let's take a centerpiece. So it's still nice and crisp on the top, but you can see that bottom and inside layer is still very fluffy. Let's try. Okay, first off the bat, it is a little bit of hint from the sweetness from the almond and vanilla extract that we put in that I love, and that lemon on top really just puts it over the edge. But let me tell you a little bit about the texture. It is more of like a crepe, so it's a little bit more chewy than how a pancake is nice and has those bubbles, but we really love that crepe flavor and how the edges are a little bit crispy. This is going to be the perfect Easter brunch dish. Your family is going to love it, but make sure you share what you guys made on Facebook at Simply Sweet Allison. I'd love to see what you topped it with, maybe a little bit of syrup, or you could even put some strawberry preserves right on top.